Listen, the great Silas is about to write a book about boxing because I get too much comments from all of these novices and what do they call them, laymen, and what do they call these guys that don't know nothing about boxing, always coming to talk about stuff to me, and I think I need to write a manual. But that being said, I was thinking of how I would lay it out, you know, the best British fighters, and I thought I wouldn't have enough space to put everything I wanted in there, so I would have to like leave some things out. And if we're talking British fighters, we're going to be talking about Khan, we're going to be talking about Brook, we're going to be talking about Hatton. Which one of those three would have to get left out of the chapter? Guys, help me out.
All right. As the esteemed writer that I am, of course, they call me Black Shakespeare in some places. I'm going to say we're going to leave out Kell Brook out of those three names you said. And the reason being is that I don't have a fight outside of Khan one that I think is that exciting to me. You know, of course he beat Porter, which is probably his biggest fight. But also, you know, with Hatton, you always had that sort of aggression fights that it was exciting. All the men in Manchester all drinking beer singing, you know, there's only one Ricky Hatton. And with
American, mate.
Okay, yeah, and a little bit of white. And of course with American, you know, you had Bambi on ice, you know, sometimes his legs would go, and sometimes he would beat the crap out of someone. But it was always an exciting fight. So for me, I want him to be Kell Brook.
I think it's a little bit cheeky considering what Kell did yesterday on Saturday.
Doesn't matter.
But yeah, fair enough. Riddler, help me out, bro.
I'll go with Hatton, to be fair. Wasn't enough signature wins for me. Nothing that I couldn't do about. Do you know what I mean? So somebody had to go. It would be Hatton. That's not to say that I don't like Hatton. It's, you know, he was an exciting fighter, but somebody's got to go, and I would say Hatton.
Okay, I mean, for me, I don't really have a particular person. Like, I just know that one person you can't leave out is Amir Khan. He's like super exciting. You can say Bambi on ice, but his hand speed is like amazing. Like, who's got faster hands than Amir Khan, you know? And his vulnerability, you know, so we definitely can't leave him out. Brook and Hatton, I don't know. But I do wonder though, I want to kind of throw the question back at you guys, because we're talking about signature wins and stuff like that. Is that what kind of makes you,
No.
Is it about that? Is it about excitement? Because for me, we want to see exciting fights, right? That's what that's what the game's about, right?
Yeah, but okay, I'll answer that question a bit. I think for me, signature wins is one thing, but also look at the impact they had on boxing. Like I said, with Hatton, you had Mandem running around singing "There's only one Ricky Hatton" in Vegas against Mayweather. You remember that? It was a wild time. You cannot tell the story of British boxing without telling the story of Ricky Hatton. Whether he was a great technical boxer or not, he's edged in there in terms of what he means to the British public.
If I'm honest with you, what I remember, the main thing I remember about Ricky Hatton is that check hook and him going head first into the turnbuckle. So yeah, that was exciting.
Wasn't that beautiful though?
Yeah, big fish in a small pond argument there, because to have somebody's name be chanted in Vegas, that was cool, but he had a large fan base, right? And he had a wicked fan base who managed to actually go over there and support him. But that, to me, shouldn't be the thing to cement yourself in history. I'm not saying that you're saying it's that alone, but that's one of your criterias, right? And for me,
how much they chant man's name?
Yeah, how much they can cheer, and how much you got a fanboy beside you. To me, that doesn't cut it. If one has to go, for me, that's not enough for me to say.
No, wait. I'm saying he transcended boxing.
He didn't. He was a big fish in a small pond. He went over to Vegas and he had a big following. So you can't really say that.
Next question.
No,
how many people?
I just have to say, I think 5 seconds.
You're
making it sound like the whole world knew about Hatton, bro, and it wasn't that.
No, okay, but I'm saying we're talking about British fighters here. Let's compare all the other British fighters. Has Kell Brook ever had the same level of I don't want to say fame, infamy in the British public as Brook and Hatton?
He hasn't had a fan. I don't think he's got a hardcore fan base like that. That's what I'm saying.
You got to make your
fan base, your pull. But he's got better signature fights than Hatton, I would dare say.
Wait. Like which one? Which one is the best signature fight than Hatton's?
Well, over Hatton, if he was to go line for line, they
Who
both
was the
over
most...
He's been over to the States, right? And conquered, no?
Mm-hmm.
Now you're saying...
What I would say, yeah, that is Kell Brook has had better losses than Hatton. So in the sense, so when he got smushed by Golovkin or smushed by Spence, that was more exciting to watch. That was great to watch. He took the L better. His L was better than Hatton's L.
To be fair, Silas, with you just sitting on the fence and not actually picking a fighter, you're not really...
I don't know. Listen,
at least me and Maverick is actually having the balls to say somebody's got to go. You're kind of like taking jabs left and right, but not really sitting on
I don't know. I must say, if I don't really have that much of opinion, I'm not going to say nothing. And I think there's loads of people out here that really don't know. So we're listening to you lot, you know. Mm-hmm. But that being said, though, let's talk about right now the current heavyweight landscape. We're writing a chapter about that, right? Obviously, the top three guys that most people talk about is AJ, Fury, and Wilder. There's not enough space for all three of them. Which one is going to get omitted? Which one's got to go?